St Jude's itself has grown many leaders who've gone out into all sorts of missions.
You see people who have gone on to Ridley College to be ministers, people who've gone overseas to be missionaries.
We are also a bunch of international students as well, and even domestic students. We go off to different parts of the country or different parts of the world, taking all of this spiritual wealth.
One of the joys of my life at present is that I go and preach at different churches around Melbourne and indeed around Australia, and I often meet former members of St Jude's, and I'm just so encouraged because they're busy running the Sunday school or the youth group or they're church wardens or they're leading a Bible study or something like that.
St Jude's has had a profound impact on my life and got involved in ministry. I preached one of my first sermons at St Jude's, which was terrifying.
After I'd worked for a few years, I made the decision to come to Ridley College to study, and that was a decision that I made in the company of the people who I was journeying with at St Jude's.
And I think the other thing that St Jude's really helped me with was seeing a global mission. And so then later, I went overseas with CMS.
I myself have worked in international roles over a 20-year period in Kenya and the Middle East, and have worked in the Pacific.
I think it was a few weeks ago, we did like this video call with a missionary in Nigeria, and I was like, wow, even though they were a member of Uni Church and it's been like a few years that they've been away, but we still keep in touch, we still support them, and I get to know what is going on in their lives.
We worked really hard to see the gospel go out.
I could rattle off 20 names of people who've gone with the Church Missionary Society from St Jude's or in connection with St Jude's, who've gone on to have huge ministries in many and varied places in the world.
St Jude's is influencing people who go back to their home countries or go out to different parts of the world.
And then there was, of course, the involvement we had in the setting up of City on a Hill.
It was in 2007 that I joined a team of men and women from St Jude's who'd partnered together with St James to help plant a new church in our city. And under God, thanks to your support, we have seen God do immeasurably more than we could ever think or imagine.
Tim Curtis was talking with me and Juliet, our eldest. He said, is there a Christian group at your school? I said, oh no, there's not. And then he said, well, you should start one. And she did. So I was living in Queens at the time that I began coming along to St Jude's, and was able to bring folk from Queens along with me to Uni Church, which was incredibly important for them and supportive for me.
Jude still has quite an influence and an impact on the university. The kind of partnership that St Jude's has with the Christian Union and the kind of reach that we have to university students, I think, is really great. Across cultures, Christian Union's international student ministry has been able to meet at St Jude's.
St Jude's has been incredibly influential in helping generations of students come to faith in Jesus and grow in their faith, and then send them out into the world to serve Jesus.
But I think one of the encouragements of the last 30 years has been more St Jude's people getting involved in diocesan committees, lay people. I think it's really important that we not only think of our own patch, important though it is, but also think of gospel progress more widely in Melbourne.
We are reminded on a daily basis that, life is not about us, but life is about God, and life is about what He's doing, and what He's doing is much, much bigger than anything that we can imagine.